Hi there everybody and welcome to my October 2014 video game pickups video. I've got quite a number of games to show you here, a lot of good and recent ones, and yeah, let's get started. First of all, on the PlayStation 3 we have Bioshock Infinite. Now this was one of the big games from last year, and I didn't really like it that much compared to the original Bioshock, but I still felt that it was a step in the right direction compared to Bioshock 2. It was something a little bit different to that, in the fact that it was like based in the air rather than under the sea. And the reason I sold my 360 version and bought it back for the PS3 is because the DLCs that came out for this game. Initially I thought there was going to be like a Game of the Year edition coming up, but apparently Irrational Games are sort of downsized to the point where they won't really make physical games anymore, so which is kind of sad. So I thought I'd pick this up again and then download the DLCs on the PlayStation 3 because I have a much bigger hard drive space on the PS3 than the 360 anyway, so yeah. But I really do enjoy the series as a whole. Next up on the PlayStation 4 we have Infamous First Light. Now this is a standalone expansion from Infamous Second Son, and one of the great things about it is you don't have to own Infamous Second Son in order to play this. You can quite easily just play it as a standalone title, as I said. So, but the game itself is very much like Second Son, but in a more sort of bite-sized manner. It's only like a couple of hours long story-wise. There's the odd like collectibles you can pick up, which are quite easy. It's a pretty easy like platinum, I would say. It's although it has challenge modes as well. After you beat the game, you can play different like challenge rooms to and like earn like certain amount of points for like trophies and stuff. I don't like the fact that they've sort of taken the morality system, excuse me, away from the Infamous series, but considering this is a prequel to what happened in Second Son, I can understand why they did that. In that you kind of know what's roughly going to happen going into it, which is one of the reasons I don't really like prequels that much. But this one was still decent. Next up we have The Evil Within, and this is like the special limited edition. It comes with a art book, I believe. Just one moment. Yeah, it comes with this rather cool sort of cover. It actually reminds me of the one for the special edition of Vanquish as well, which is pretty cool. It also comes with like a special notepad, and it has like certain character sort of models and stuff like that, and some items for the game, which is pretty cool. And the game itself. You also have like the fighting chance pack, where you get like an additional shotgun and also like med kit and stuff like that, which gives you a little bit more of breathing space in terms of your item management. And yeah, it's made by Shinji Mikami, who's made like various different, been a part of various different games, like up until like the since the Super Nintendo era with like Goof Troop and Aladdin and stuff like that. Also worked on stuff like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Vanquish, Shadows of the Down, which I absolutely love. But no, but most notably for the Resident Evil series, and this is like his sort of entry, sort of back into that sort of world of survival horror. What do I think of it? Well, it does. It is a sort of success in terms of survival horror, but at the same time isn't. And I say it because it starts off really what you would expect from a survival horror. You're sort of very vulnerable against enemies that are a major threat to to your well-being. You're very limited in like how much ammo you have. You almost feel like you're never going to get like to your objective, and but you managed to get through that, and around about, I'd say about a third, like halfway through, you sort of start to like save up on ammo and stuff, and then it sort of becomes more like Resident Evil 4, and more sort of action style, with still survival horror elements. So it's not completely ditching it, a la sort of like Resident Evil 5. So, but overall, I really enjoyed it, even though it wasn't quite the return of survival horror that most of us were probably expecting from Shinji Mikami. It's still a really, really good game. The only downside is, well, the only downsides are that it's in like a weird letterbox sort of format. You can't get like widescreen or anything like that, and it just really, at times it's very off-putting. I don't know if that was a design choice or like some kind of limitation for the game that it could only run like perfectly in that format. I don't know, but also I wasn't a huge fan of the ending. It was one of those sort of open-ended ones where you interpret how you want to interpret it, and yeah, I hate those because they're such cop-outs, and also I didn't really like it because around 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, you start to unravel more about people in the main character Sebastian's sort of life, and you start to think, oh, this has some promise, and then by the end of the game, it's like never brought up again. It's never explained. So I don't know whether that's intentional for there like being a sequel in the future or not. But I would like to see another game like this. But we'll see what happens. So yeah. Okay, next up we have Alien Isolation. I actually got this for my birthday, along with a Studio Ghibli DVD called The Wind Rises, and yeah, very happy to have that. I love Studio Ghibli movies. But back to this, I've been playing for a good like 5 or 6 hours now. I'm up to like mission 12, I think. And yeah, I'm really liking this. Unlike the Evil Within, where the sort of survival horror tails off, with this, I feel that Creative Assembly, who've developed the game, have done a fantastic job of just instilling that sort of fear and keeping that fear into the gameplay. And like even at times when you're not fighting the alien, you still feel threatened by the enemies around you, whether that be like humans or androids or anything else, you know. And yeah, visually it looks fantastic. It's more stealth than action, which I feel really works with the subject matter. And yeah, I think this is like one of the best games of like a movie franchise or anything like that. I just think it's that good. Whether it will hold up from the end of the game, I don't know. We'll see. But so far it's definitely one of my favourite games of the year, no doubt. Next up we have Ghost Hunter on PS2. I remember this having a lot of hype when it was just about to release back in, I believe it's 2003, 2004, I'm not sure. And all of a sudden it just didn't quite work out. It's just I think it was mainly because of the camera angle wasn't because it's a third person game, and a lot of people thought the camera angle was a little bit too close, and I do kind of agree, but I've only played this for a little bit, so I can't really make a full judgment until I play the whole game. But it looks okay. You know, it's a little bit dated now, but it still plays alright. So yeah. And finally, we have something unique that I thought I wouldn't buy, but I thought I'd get it, just in case something happens in the future. And that is Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U, and it also comes bundled with Bayonetta 1. Now, before anyone says anything, no, I do not have a Wii U, not yet, anyway. But the reason I bought this was because this edition, along with the special edition that comes with both games as well, is of a limited run. So I thought I would pick it up now and then sort of see what happens. And even if I choose not to get a Wii U, it's still a quite sort of valuable item, I guess. So I could sell it years down the line. We'll see. But yeah, I was a huge fan of Bayonetta 1. I think it was the sequel to Devil May Cry 3 that we never got from DMC4, in my opinion, at least. And yeah, it was really crazy. A lot of a couple of homages to classic Sega games like Space Harrier and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought that it people would really love it and sort of buy it, but for some reason it didn't sell, and that's why the sequel sort of moved over to Nintendo. But yeah, hopefully it'll get a PS4 and Xbox One release in the future. We'll see. But for now, I thought I'd pick this up, just in case I get the a Wii U in the future. So. Okay, and that is it for my pickups for October 2014. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.